Hello, welcome. I'm Claudia if you're new here, and if you're back, thank you so much for coming back. Today, as you could probably tell from the title, we are going to do an unboxing. This is my very first order from NSE Tropicals, and I'm very excited to show you what that is. But before we get into that, I do want to briefly say that I believe this will be the last video you see before you finally see the whole Millsbo-wide situation, spider mite debacle, and then after that you will finally see the reveal of all of the changes in the room along with plenty updates. So I'm really excited. I hope you are too. Let's open this plant. In case you're not familiar, NSE Tropicals is a very reputable grower in Florida, of course. They are known for like all of their anthuriums, aroids in general, but anthuriums in particular, and philodendrons. They also do their own process, and I actually had a credit on Palmstreet, which is how I was able to acquire this plant. I added this plant to my wish list not terribly long ago. I think I learned about it late last year, and I knew that NSE Tropicals had them, and they had some seedlings available for like not that much, but this is a little bigger than a seedling that I was able to get because of my credit over on Palmstreet. So I'm really excited to open it. Now, full disclosure, this did get lost at UPS. When it was picked up by UPS, there was no movement for a whole 7 days before we filed a claim, and then all of a sudden, you know, it got delivered. It feels wet, which is a little bit concerning. So we don't know exactly what this might look like. This video might be a part 2. I have been in contact with NSE Tropicals, and they've assured me they will replace the plant. So again, this may be like, let's see what we find in this box. I'm hoping that it's okay. And otherwise, you know, I'll come back once I get the replacement plant. But either way, I'm really excited to have it. So let's just crack in. This is what the box looks like for size reference. It's pretty small, but this is a larger size than their seedling option. And this is an NSE plant. Like, this is one of their hybrid creations. So it's an Anthurium. And yeah, I'm really excited to dig in. Like I said, I am a little bit worried with the fact that it just sat somewhere with UPS for a whole week, but we will see what this looks like. So here is the inside. Just gonna bring it out. I mean, feels like heavy and wet. That really does make me worried. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. Okay, here we go. I can see some yellowing already, but oh, it's actually not bad. It could have been much worse. I don't know. It doesn't feel good. This is an Anthurium Fairchild. So I've forgotten right now what this hybrid cross is, but I'll insert what a mature one looks like because they look really cool. And this was not cheap, this size, and it's not that big. This is very wet in here. Hang on, just trying to remove this tape. This is like just coming right out like this. Honestly, in this moment, I'm not sure that I am going to be posting this video. I'm not really sure what I'm going to say to NSE Tropicals. The root system being so small with it, like in and of itself, is not the issue for me per se, but, and obviously they have no control over UPS like messing up, because it did clearly say UPS has possession of your item, and then it was just like lost for a week. But this is like pretty wet substrate. Look at the size of this, and the fact that this just like popped right out. Okay, it's hard to be excited about this. It's cute, but yeah, I feel like this needs to rehab, obviously. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what to do with this. If I do end up posting this video, I will know in the screen what happened or what I decided to do. I do know that like they had a flat shipping rate, which was $20, and they did 2-day air, so it obviously didn't show up in 2-day air, so I don't know if like there is going to be any compensation for that. Again, I'm not even sure I'm going to reach out at this. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But whatever I do, I will, if I do post this video, I will keep you posted. I think that I will just add it into stratum, I guess. Should I do stratum or should I do straight pond? I don't even know. I don't know. If I decide to post this video, I will absolutely let you know and give you an update on everything that I do. I'm sorry this is ending on such a like meh note, or like me at least talking to you. Maybe I'll come back later and have a much more excited expression. But yeah, I guess this is it for now. The reason I'm saying I'm hesitant to even post this video, if it even ever makes it out to you, is because I am hesitant of, I would hate for someone to like completely write them off or bash them or say things like that based on my isolated experience. I also feel like I'm very aware that I take risks when I purchase plants online. You know, anything can happen. So, you know, technically this isn't really that bad. And again, I should give them the opportunity to, I should reach out if I'm that upset. So I'm just very hesitant in giving a lesser than review, especially to like small businesses like that. I mean, they're a big grower or whatever, but you know, they're not Amazon or you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, I do take those kinds of things very seriously, because I wouldn't want, again, my isolated event to create this thing that doesn't need to happen. It's a week later. I'm coming to you from a new spot. This is just the corner in our living room. I'm cuddling with Hunter, very tired, very puffy, but I wanted to give you an update on the Anthurium crystallinum Fairchild from NSE Tropicals that I ordered last week, and I was just a little bit disappointed. We had issues. UPS like lost the package temporarily or something. It was in transit or like stuck with UPS for an entire week when it should have been delivered 2-day air. Anyway, and I left off, I'm not even sure where, but I was basically saying I wasn't sure if I was going to reach out to NSE Tropicals or not. But since we were in contact about the claim with UPS and everything, I decided to reach out and let them know that I did receive it. I showed them photos of what the plant looked like, and they asked me if I would be willing to wait a week and see how the plant was responding before proceeding with a replacement or a refund or anything like that, which I agreed to. I thought that was completely fair. Usually within a week, especially due to like transit issues like that, you would clearly see what the issue might be, or like the plant declining or what have you. So I want to show you what the plant looks like today. So here it is. You can see like the leaf looks pretty good. This was the newest one, I believe. And this is one of the other original leaves, and then the oldest leaf did dry off. I kept it on here so that you could see it. I actually I placed it in stratum because I have all my Anthurium growing in pond semi-hydro, and I usually just transfer them straight from whatever soil substrate they come in into pond, but because these were pretty minimal roots and the whole transit thing and whatever, I just put it in stratum and I placed it over in my grow rack in one of the clear boxes. And I think it's been acclimating pretty well considering its traumatic shipping experience. So I did reach out to NSE Tropicals and I let them know that the plant is alive and seems to be doing well, other than the original leaf that, you know, died off, which can be normal and expected with shipping, and especially when it took that long. So I'm not asking NSE Tropicals for anything else. I don't really see any new root development. Like, I can't see any roots, but the roots were pretty minimal and it has only been a week. So I imagine that, you know, this first week the plant is really just acclimating to its new space, you know, happy being out of the box, etc. And then hopefully in the next week or so I will start to see new roots, but I am happy with it and I'm excited to have it, and I cannot wait to see this grow. Separately, on a fun turn of events, I was on an IG live sale with Urban Leaf Shop, I believe is their name, and this is my second order with them. They specialize in a lot of anthuriums, and they had this plant that I saw it and there was just something about it that was really striking, and yeah, I just wanted to have it, so I ordered it and I will show you what that is. I did the unboxing on my own, but I figured since I was showing you the update on the NSE Tropicals Fairchild Anthurium, I will show you this new baby. This is a Anthurium Legends by Carlablakke, and I believe Legends is Zara-Michelle. I could be wrong. I can note it in the screen for sure, but I really like it. There was just something about it that was, I don't know, it was just calling my name. And yeah, it was a good price also. I want to say 85. I'll have to note it in the screen. It wasn't, I mean, I thought it was a good price for the hybrid that it was, and it just looked so darn cute. I just could not help myself. So this is the newest leaf here, and then obviously we have two other smaller leaves, and it looks like that tiny little leaf here in the center is going to be going soon, which, you know, is okay, but I've had this one, I think this arrived on Thursday. Was it Thursday or Friday? No, it arrived Friday last week. Today's Tuesday. It arrived on Friday and today is Tuesday, so I've only had it for a couple days. I kind of did the same thing. I just removed all the substrate, added to stratum. I placed it in one of my clear boxes over in my grow rack, and it seems to be doing well so far. It's only been a couple days, but I'm really excited to have it. A couple of housekeeping things before I go. I added a question prompt over on the community tab. If you'd like to submit your questions, I plan to shoot a Q&A this month. It is now June, so head on over there and do so. And I am finishing up the whole video of the Millsbow wide spider mite situation to go live after this video. Not the same day, probably the next day or the day after that, but it's going live this week. So I'm really excited to finally get that video to you. And I did already film my walkthrough and planting update that I will be working on editing, so I can get that for you hopefully early next week. Okay, officially this is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you being here. Please leave me a comment. Let me know which one you like best, or what's your most recent plant you purchased, or are you trying to hold out still from getting any new plants? Let me know what you're doing. Thank you again so much, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.